Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekwakadash. I want to give double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. I want to give a mighty shalom to all the Akim and Aqua out there staying rooted in this faith. And I just wanted to do a quick video. This is a video I was supposed to do a few days back once I had seen it while I was at work. But I'm finally getting to it before I go to camp today, Lord willing. So Lord willing, this video is edifying, but I was pretty much give the backstories. I was at work and I went on break, and I had pretty much on break they have the TV on in the little break room, and so they were playing this anime, and I have the anime attached to this video, but the anime had pretty much went into the Lord and what the internet was used for, but what the internet had actually turned into. So the real reason the internet was built in order to spread this gospel, in order to get that word across the four corners of the earth, right? That's how the apostles and that's how all the brothers have been doing it, through via the internet, via YouTube, via StreamYard, any type of website that they were using where to get this word out. So this is why we're going to start in the book of Acts, chapter 2, and I will start at verse 17. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And your young man shall see visions, and your old man shall dream dreams." It says in the NLT, "In the last days, Yahweh says, I will pour out my spirit upon all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men will dream dreams." Now, these visions and dreams are things of what's to come. You have to realize that there's different people who are saying like they've had these weird dreams of seeing the Lord, or these weird dreams of seeing chaos, the end of the world, via a lot of the brothers ourselves. We all have our own testimonies. I have my own testimony for when I first came to the truth, the dream the Lord blessed me with. Personally, it was me and one of my brothers who I came in with, and my mother had pretty much found out I was in the truth, and she said, "Do you not know that you are one of the chosen?" And so, as she said one of that, she was pretty much trying to keep me away from my destiny. But then someone came down, it was like an angel, and he pretty much just he distracted her. So as he distracted her, I went into my room and grabbed my bag, and when I went out the window, all I seen was a big Leviathan, and he was fighting planes, and it was destruction everywhere. It was all types of chaos. But to get back to this, it says, verse 18, "And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood, fire, and vapor of smoke." It says, "The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come." So these are the things that shall happen, and that shall happen when the Lord comes. You're going to see all types of chaos, because not the Lord saying, I believe, second Ezra, he says, "I shall set a fire, but whatnot, if it already be kindled," roughly paraphrasing. There's going to already be turmoil on the earth. There's going to be war going on. It's going to be famine of the word, famine of food, sedition amongst men, all going on. And as all of that stuff is going on, the Lord's going to crack that sky, right? But then it says right here, verse 21, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall..." It says, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved." So that's the main thing you have to realize, brothers and sisters. Whoever shall call on the Lord shall be saved. But you can't just take that as in that day you call on the Lord, you're going to be saved. Because it did not say in Matthew 7, "There shall be many that say, Lord, Lord, did I not," roughly paraphrasing. And he says, "Get away from me. I never knew you, you worker of iniquity." Right? So these are going to be for those people that have been woken up to the truth, done the will of the Lord, and done the will of the Lord until the Lord came back. Those are the ones that are going to be saved, because those are the ones that had gave up their life for his sake, right? For his will. So these things shall come to pass. But what manner of person ought you to be? But going back to the main thing was pretty much getting the that the Lord will spread out his spirit through the four corners of the Salakia. The Lord will pour out his spirit upon all flesh. So pretty much this is the main thing too, because this word had to get out before the end. Everyone has to get warned. So in that day, you can't say I didn't know. The Lord poured out his spirit. That goes back to the book of Proverbs 1 when he says, I shall, matter of fact, let's get it. Proverbs 1 and what's 20? Oh yeah, we can start at 20. It says Proverbs 1 and verse 20. It says, wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief places of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? But how long will you keep going on with this fashion of the world? How long will you continue to be stuck in this days, being drunk off that Babylon juice? It says, verse 23, it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So this goes back to the same thing. He's making his words known to you so that you can't say, I didn't know. He's giving you a way out. This is your way out. Every brother or everybody that's been on this world has all heard this truth. The question is, what did you do once you heard this truth? Did you get that light bulb and decide, let me get up and go? It says, what was that, in Habakkuk chapter 2? Write a plan upon tables for every man that readeth may run. Pretty much get up and just go. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easier for him, right? So these are the things that the Lord is trying to do. He's trying to give you an opportunity. It's like in 2 Peter, he said, I'd rather all come to repentance than any shall perish, right? But it says, because I have called and you refused, Salakia. Oh, no. Yeah, because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So this is what the people do. The Lord has this truth going out 24/7, all day, every day. But what do people do? They turn it off. What do people do? Salakia. They say, who are we for us to need the Lord? Roughly paraphrasing, right? These are the things how they feel. They feel like they don't need a Lord until things are going wrong. Until things are no longer in their favor and they feel like, okay, the only person I can turn to is him. But you should be turning to him no matter what, all day, every day. Don't switch up your character based off the situation you're in. It says 25, but you have set at naught all my counsel with none of my reproof. So when he was trying to help you out, you said you disregarded it. You said, I don't need your help. So what did the Lord say? Okay, cool. He gonna let you go. He gonna let you go into your lust. And whatever happens to you, happens to you. You're not going to have that covering from him. So it says, but you have said it not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. See, you're only going to call upon the Lord once all hell comes towards them. Once everything's going wrong for them, that's when they want to call upon the Lord. It says, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So you had all this opportunity when the men on those prophets and them teachers were on the corners, and you kept passing by and calling them bums, this, that, and the third. But now you want to go find them, and they can't be found. Right? For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. You didn't choose the fear of the Lord. You chose folly. You chose to go down to that Isaiah 30, go down to the heathen and ask for cover from them to add sin upon sin. It says, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. It says, therefore shall they eat the fruits of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So it's pretty much his decision, man. Draw that line in the sand, decide where you shall stand, who you shall serve. Are you going to serve the Lord or are you going to serve Mammon? The Lord of money, man. Are you going to serve our Lord or are you going to serve the Lord of this earth? The current ruler, right? So I didn't want to make this video long. I just wanted to go into pretty much what I had pretty much found out, and it's crazy because it was like it's an old anime at that. So It was like back then they were more leeway with it and really putting out that truth. But now you have to decipher it a little bit hard because they understand that people aren't as slow and docile anymore. You can't just throw it out in somebody's face and they won't notice it. So like when I see stuff like that and me and the other brothers see stuff like that, it's like it's a faith booster. Like, damn, they putting it right in y'all face and y'all just don't realize it. So, Lord willing, this video is edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yikokodash. I want to give double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and a mighty shalom to all you Aqua and Aqua out there staying rooted.